Today you're going to need a paper, pencil, eraser, and a ruler. You're going to start by drawing a horizon line toward the bottom of your page. It's about 1 inch from the bottom. And then you're going to choose where you want your vanishing point. You can choose the middle or off to the side. I am going to choose off to the left side. You're going to put a dot for your vanishing point. Then about 1/4 inch down from the top of your page, you're going to draw 2 lines. The first line is going to be where the top of your letters are, and the second line, about 2 inches down, is going to be where the bottom of your letters go. So you can measure down from the top 2 inches on each side and draw a line across. Next, you're going to write your name in capital letters. Be sure to space your letters out so they fill the entire line. You can draw your last name, your first name, 3 initials, a nickname. It's your choice. You're going to draw the top of the letters from the very top line all the way down to the very bottom line. Then I'm going to use my ruler to make my letters into shapes or bubble letters. As you can see here, I'm kind of tracing around the lines that I've drawn to make them straight. I want all of my letters to be about the same thickness. I like to make mine about 1/4 inch thick so that they're not too thin. If they're too thin, then it makes it hard to add the shadows. Once I finish drawing my letter or making it into a bubble letter, I'm going to erase the inside guidelines. Then I'm going to continue doing this to all of the letters in my name. Now that we have all of our letters made into bubble letters, we're going to make them look 3D. So we're going to add the shadows. We're going to draw a line from each corner of your letter to the vanishing point. So I'm lining up my ruler from the corner and the vanishing point and drawing a light line. If your line needs to go through a letter, you can stop it and you don't have to make it keep going. The line will stop there. If it's going to immediately go through a letter, you don't need to draw it. So at the corner here, it was going to go through my letter, so I don't need to draw it. Then I'm going to decide how thick I want my shadow to be, and on the bottom of my letter, I'm going to draw a horizontal line to show where the bottom shadow is. So that's just going to go across the bottom part, and this is where the letter would sit on a table. Then I'm going to draw a vertical line to make the side of my letter, to make the side shadow. And I can erase these extra lines just so it doesn't make it so confusing. So now you can see the bottom of my letter and then the side, the right side. And here I'm drawing the inside part. That's going to go to the corner, and then I have to draw a horizontal line to go across to make the bottom of the crossbar of the H. So now do you see how it's a 3-dimensional letter? You're going to erase all of the extra lines that you have. And you're going to continue doing this with all of your letters. So you start by drawing all of your corners to the vanishing point. Remember, if your line goes to a letter, it can stop If it immediately goes through your letter, you don't have to draw it at all. Okay? So then we're drawing the horizontal line for the base of our letter, the bottom, and then we have to draw on to finish the rest of parts of the letter, the horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so for letters that have curves or slanted parts to them, it's a little different. I like to think about my letter as a block letter, and where those corners would be on the block letter, that is the point where we're going to go to the vanishing point. So here we're doing it on the bottom of the R, both legs, the top corner, and then where the curve comes around, we're going to draw the lines. The top's not going to go, but the bottom will go just a little bit. So again, you make the bottom shadow, erase your lines, and then you're going to do the side shadow and erase your lines. For the curved part, we want our shadow to be parallel with our letter. So that is gonna, we kind of have to wing that, and we're just going to make it a little round spot. So you're going to continue doing this for all of your letters. Remember, you draw the horizontal line for your bottom shadow and a vertical line for your side shadow, and erase any extra lines. If you have a line like in the Z that is a diagonal line, your shadow is going to be diagonal also. So keep that in mind. So if it looks funny, it probably just needs to follow or be parallel to your original letter. So do that for all of your letters, and then we're going to add color next. Okay, so now you're going to add color. You need 2 different colored markers. You're going to lightly erase one letter at a time. I want to be able to still see my marks, but I don't want them to be too dark so they show through the marker. Then I'm going to color the front of my letter one color and all of my shadows the second color. continue coloring all of your letters. The front of the letter is one color and your shadow is another color. Don't forget to lightly erase your lines for each letter. That's all you have to do. Don't forget to have fun, be creative, and make good choices. Bye!